Hi, are you thinking about what you just saw on the news? Let me guess. There's a new apocalyptic headline. Trump is amusing the world, and coronavirus cases are surging in your city. Wondering how to disconnect from this constant barrage of negative information? Stick around for 5 tips on how to stay positive, disconnect from negativity, and tune into abundance. Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tune Into Abundance with Neha Verma. The purpose of this channel is to help you stay positive and learn some manifestation hacks. But before we get into any of that, we have to address this constant negative information diet that we're all on today. 2020 has been a whirlwind of crisis, challenges, and bad news. To the point where we all turn on the news in the morning wondering what fresh hell is going to rain down on us today. Sound familiar? That's because that's the loop that most of us are stuck in 2020. But in the next 6 months of 2020, if we want to manifest anything positive, we need to learn how to disconnect from this negative loop. In 2020, it is very important to be informed and to have news on the go. But it is not necessary for us to be inundated and drown in it. What we don't realize is by constantly dwelling on this negativity, we are by default creating more negative circumstances and this endless loop of bad news. It's been 6 months of 2020. We need to stop. I've been thinking a lot about how I can help or contribute to anybody. Now, I can't help with anybody's immunity or finances. But if you want to learn how to stay positive and if you want to learn how to manifest your goals, that I can help with. And that is the main purpose of this channel or this video. I've gone one step ahead and created an email ID. Feel free to write into me if you want help with trying to stay positive, or if you have one particular goal that you're trying to manifest. I will help you with whatever you need, whether it is creating your vision board, learning about manifestation, and teaching you some quick tricks and hacks. I should specify though that I'm not a therapist. That is not what this is. Also, there's no sign up. I'm not selling anything here. I just want to help. So if you know anyone who can benefit from this, please share this video. And also note that I'm a working professional. So if you do write into me, expect a reply back from me after working hours and probably on the weekends. Here are 5 tips on how you can disconnect from negativity and control your information diet. Tip 1. News addiction. Limit your news consumption. So, do you leave the news on the whole day while you're working from home? Or do you watch any channel 2 hours consecutively with the same news repeating? Do you start every phone call, which we have a lot of these days, discussing the news that you just saw? Worse yet, do you find yourself shuttling between news channels trying to find new news headlines? If any of that is true, you are now addicted to the news. It happens. But you have to treat it like any other addiction. Identify, acknowledge, and disconnect. I've been there, believe me. A few months ago, I used to tune into the news all the time. I used to keep track of every headline, every new case reported. Worry was the first meal of the day. Anyway, so here's what you got to do. Tune in to just one news channel. Pick one news channel that you trust. Yeah, I heard you can't trust any of them. But pick one, compromise. Anyway, this news channel should be for your global and national news once a day. That's it. And tune into a different news channel for your local city or state news, again, once a day. You can tune in at the beginning of the hour to get the bulletin of the headlines and tune out. If they haven't put it in the bulletin, there's nothing new for them to say. Other than that, if you're someone who needs to be informed on the go of important announcements by your government or the stock market, for example, then use your laptop to allow push notifications from that same source on your laptop, not your phone. Don't download the app. That is hell. Tip 2, clean your social media search and preferences. So chances are on either of the social media channels that you use, you get a reel of videos of the same thing. So if you're interested in the news in the US, you get a barrage of Trump videos. And if you're interested in dogs, like me, you get a barrage of those. However, this doesn't work in your favor. If you see 3 videos on how people are losing their job, social media will feed you with that information over and over again, making it feel like there's nothing else happening in the world. So it's like a drug dealer on the street corner, just feeding your fear and tempting you with the same information, knowing that you might be interested. Simple way to break this chain is to dictate what you like to watch. Social media should never be your first source of news. Social media does not give you news. It gives you opinions of the news. Very different. Social media should be used for recreation. So just for a day, watch what you like for recreation, which may be, I don't know, recipes, cats, tarot cards, whatever works for you, right? So if you do this just for a day, then social media will start serving you information you like and enhance your positive information diet. Needless to say, don't engage in any social media trolls, wars, arguments, whatever. They are a waste of energy, especially right now. We don't have that luxury. Before you engage in any argument, social media or otherwise, this is my personal golden rule. Ask yourself, are you their parent? Are you their teacher? If the answer to both is no, then you have no job correcting them. Honestly, you have no business correcting them. So let them go, let them think whatever they wish to think. Correcting them or teaching them is not your job. Protect your energy and tune out that negativity. Tip 3. Observe how you feel after you meet someone. This is by far the best advice I've gotten recent times. So, has this ever happened to you? You have a friend, they're a good person, never wanted anything bad for you, but after you meet them or after you've just had a call with them, you feel drained. Let's go with drained. Okay, you feel a little iffy and you don't know why. You feel hesitant to share your good news with them. That person who just crossed your mind, that's it. That's the person. That's the one. Sometimes it's obvious who these people are. They just don't make you feel good and they're of no use. Sometimes not so much, right? Comment down below if this has happened to you, but don't overanalyze it. Listen to your intuition, and if you don't feel your best after meeting someone, create some distance between you two. Just give it a break. Right now, there is no right or wrong. People are going through a lot and they just might not be in a place to receive your happy news or good information or good vibes. So if you feel that way, just create some distance between you two. Protect your energy. On the other hand, there are people who make you feel positive and lighthearted and motivated, and you meet them and you walk away like refreshed and like you had a mojito on a hot summer day. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That's your tribe. Keep them close and protect your energy. Tune out that iffy feeling and tune into your tribe. Tip 4. When in crisis, follow a plan. Listen, if this pandemic has delivered a crisis to you, I feel you. I do. I feel you. But if that is your situation, thinking negative is not a luxury you have. Firstly, start with this. Define your problem, current problem. Define your ideal solution and ask yourself, what is the step I can take today, right now, to reach that solution? Write it down and stick to it. Pick one person, maybe two, who you trust and respect. This one person should be the person who you can discuss your crisis with and discuss your feelings with. I strongly suggest that you don't discuss your situation with multiple people. They may mean well, but crisis absorbs energy and everyone is not going to give you healing energy. It's going to affect you. If you're someone who's infected with the virus, I strongly suggest that you stop taking calls or messages from relatives and colleagues asking how you are, what's happening, I'm so sorry for you. You don't need that right now, okay? Set up an auto response to every call that you get, a text that says, hey, I'm going through whatever the doctor is recommending. This is my situation right now. I will get back to you when I can. Thank you for your concern. I'm trying to stay positive, so if you have something funny you can send my way, I'd be grateful. Okay, so, again, if there's someone you can trust to forward those calls, please do that. But in any crisis, stick to one person who you can share your information and feelings with. Tune out everything else. The last tip is actually a technique, but before we get into that, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. More importantly, if you know anyone who can benefit from this information, please share the video. And here's the email ID again. If you want to write into me to discuss any of this, I'm happy to help. Tip 5. The smoke escape technique. Ever stayed up in bed worrying about one thought? Whether it's like a small fight with your neighbor or something as big as a job loss. It's that one thought that keeps playing in your head over and over, refusing to let you sleep. Like a rabbit hole you go down from the comfort of your own bed. This technique has helped me a lot to save myself from situations like that. So I call it the smoke escape technique. It's just a name that I came up with, but it works for me. Firstly, you have to choose one particular feeling. You can't like multitask with this. So a feeling is something that's inside your system and it's suppressed. You don't have to dig it out or brush it out. It wants to leave. It's like thick black smoke trapped inside a car which has the windows up. If you put the windows down, the smoke wants to leave. You don't have to push it out. You don't have to do anything. It just does its job and thanks you on the way out. Anyway, so for this technique, it's not a meditation. It's not anything complex. It'll take you a minute to learn. And when you're done, you can actually do this anytime, anywhere, even with your eyes open. I would suggest that you pick one incident that is small. Don't pick something that you're worried about that's extremely emotionally charged for the first time. Pick something small, like, I don't know, someone stepped on your toes, you got irritated with someone honking at you in traffic, or maybe a rude email. Pick that irritation. Anyway, so let's do this. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to relive that incident. Think of where you were, what you were wearing, where you were sitting or standing, what you were doing, what happened. Allow the irritation to come up and feel it. Now, the minute the irritation flares up, you will notice a physical manifestation of that, like either in your neck, throat, chest area usually, or stomach. You'll find like a knot that is created when you really allow yourself to think of the situation and feel it. Right? Now, once you do locate it, I would suggest putting your hand over that place, whether it's your neck, your chest, your stomach. Put your hand over it and ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, how irritated am I about this? Then ask yourself, is this irritation helping me right now? Can I let it go? Will I let it go? Ask yourself these two questions till the answer is yes. Once you give yourself permission to let go, move your hand away from that place. Breathe in. Take your breath all the way down to your stomach. Breathe out through your mouth and allow that feeling to go. Feel the smoke leave your body. Breathe in all the way down to your stomach. Notice the area where the feeling is and allow yourself to breathe out through your mouth, letting all that black smoke leave that car. Do this multiple times till your scale goes down to 0. Chances are for a small incident that irritated you, you don't need more than one shot, 1, maybe 2. So try it, understand how it works, and you'll realize that when you repeat that same memory again, it doesn't trigger you, it doesn't irritate you. Remember that when you're letting the feelings go, you're not saying that it's okay for it to happen, you're not allowing the other person permission to irritate you again. That's not what this is about. It's just about you not holding on to that baggage and you getting a good night's sleep. Pro tip, this works fantastically for children. If they're irritated about something that happened at school, there's no school. So the Zoom call, which I'm sure gets on their nerves. Anyway, if there's something that triggers them during the day, introduce this to them at night when they go to sleep. They pick it up really fast and it allows them to go to bed with a clean slate. Anyway, I hope this technique helped you and allows you to tune out that negativity, get a good night's sleep, and tune into abundance. Those are 5 tips on how you can disconnect from negativity. Stick around for more videos from me, probably on weekends, on manifestation hacks, positivity, and how you can tune into abundance.